MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I think this series has played out exactly how we expected it to. At 2-1, it's been tightly contested, back and forth. We've got two teams worthy of being here, and I think this will go at least 6 games before it's all said and done.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on MLB Network, and we'll have it all for you next. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2018 AL West champion, Houston Astros.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, Dero?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Time for a look at the Stros on D. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Leading off for the Phillies, the left fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
He's set. Here it comes. And there's a swing and a miss, and that's how Game 4 will get underway.
First pitch, 7:07.
Hit on the ground out to short. And there's one gone to start the night.
Batting second.
So stepping in, Butera. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Here's the first pitch to him. And no swing, apparently, ball 1.
Man, he certainly got him protecting the plate right there. He almost got him to go around on that slider right there. I would not be surprised if he goes fishing a little bit further outside.
That evens it up, 1-1.
第4試合か。
1-1. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the designated hitter,
McCutchen.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. McCutchen, or just Kutch as he's frequently referred to, who was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
The next 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. He's hit 2 home runs so far in this series already, so you know he's feeling really good about himself. You can bet they were talking about him in the pitchers meeting before the game, so their focus is on him, and so is mine.
Vince Velasquez will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, Matt, they say short and sweet. Well, his last one wasn't so sweet. He only pitched 3 innings, and he and his team are expecting more out of him. They really expect him to go deeper in this one and give himself and the team a chance to win this one.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And today my spotlight's going to shine down on Cesar Hernandez, second baseman who can really turn the double play. He's got super quick feet, great reaction time. Guys love working with him up the chute.
Leading up for the Astros, the center fielder, George Springer.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Hard hit. Ruma has it. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
なんかおもろいネタはあるんかな。
Here's the pitch.
Nope,
a ball and no strikes. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Popped him up. Romine is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
First pitch on its way. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on.
Altuveか。
Bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Jose Altuve.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Count even at 2-2. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Still no score. And now Bryce Harper will get us started in the top of the second.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your ace swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
あれさっきなんか辺って書いてたけど、あれ何やったんやバグってたんか。あれさっきこの横に来てたと思ったけど。何やったのあれ。あ、違うやつがまだ7と8があるのか。2つもあったってことか。ダブルで来てんねや。1個は抜けていったいうことか。
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit, leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Standing in now, Michael Franco. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Springer has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting sixth, the center fielder, Aaron Altair.
Digging in now, Aaron Altair. First pitch of the at-bat, and a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
1-1 to Aaron Altair.
1-1. Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's strike two. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Andrew.
Coming to the plate now, Andrew Romine. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0. The 1-0. Line towards center field. Springer is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting eighth, the second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Standing in, Cesar Hernandez. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. He's 1 for 2. From the stretch. And that misses for ball 1.
よっしゃ、抜けた抜けた。ようやくや。もう1点いけるやろ。これは甘かった。
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. And in steps Scott Kingery as he'll take a look at ball one.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, one run feels like 3 or 4.
2-0 now. Good fastball.
ああ、ギリギリ入っとるか。
He's set and the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Swung on and missed 3-2. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed, so personally, I'd much rather...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of the second. The Phillies lead it 2-0. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And the pitch. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The count now at 2-1. Correa in front, 3 balls and a strike.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
A nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses ball 1. His lifetime leader, Velasquez. He's 2 for 3. He's taken him deep once.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
The 2-1. Correa breaking for second. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Hard hit ball to second.
Cleanly.
And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. Man at second with 1 down. And digging in to bat next, the Here's the first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Heading out towards shallow right. Harper has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting 7, the designated hitter,
Tyler White will bat next. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Yanked the slider across that time. Laid off for a ball. Correa at second with 2 down. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more of Game 4 on MLB Network right after this. Back to the top of the order now, and digging in at the plate, the Texas native Nick Williams.
ダイヤも乱れまくりやな、これは。
In there, 0-1. Set with the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Got him.
No.
Next for Philadelphia, the catcher.
Now at the plate, Drew Butera. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Goodness.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Hit softly on the ground to third. Bregman has it. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Next for Philadelphia, the designated hitter, Andrew McCutcheon.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutcheon. He's set, and the pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. One-0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Phillies down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Stepping in is Josh Reddick, his lifetime line against Velasquez. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. First offering on its way. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated baseball and breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down on the count and slide base hits the other way.
Set, here it comes. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
A good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
This is the kind of at-bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positive to draw from that at-bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
George Springer comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Ready now, Alex Bregman. He popped out in his first trip. And he takes ball 1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. So 1-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Reddick leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Two and two. The 2-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
第4ツー知らんな、これは。前作の36倍。すごいな。
The 2-2. Popped him up. Hernandez has a play. And that retires the side. Astros leave 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot.
MMORPG か。
Bryce Harper.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball well outside. Fastball just inside.
てか、記事長。どんだけ長いのこれ。相当気合入ってんな、これ。
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Back goes Springer at the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
And with that double, he's 2 for 2 and halfway to the cycle. Gave it a good ride, and that's the second time he's barreled up the ball. So he's seeing the ball really well. See if his teammates can pick him up and bring him home now.
Stepping in now, Michael Franco. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
あれ、その割にワンがないのか。2出るのにワンがないって。どういうことや。
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2.
AI よ、AI よ。あっちゃ、入っとんかい。
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
In the box now, Aaron Altair, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time, every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
ライオンとは。
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Springer is there, 2 gone.
ロックバンドじゃなくて違うのが出るけど。
Digging in the switch hitter, Andrew Romine comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
前作の評判良かった。
Down and away for a ball, 1-0. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game.
これで出んところがそうでもないのか。
Think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
In the dirt. The throw the tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. Phillies go down quietly there. They're up 2-0. Ready for another chance? Jose Altuve. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
A reminder to stop by the stadium store, located on the main concourse, to pick up all of your World Series souvenirs. Whether you're looking for hats, shirts, jerseys, outerwear, we've got a full line of products to suit your needs. Be sure to stop by tonight.
タワーオブアイオンの正当独占。これまた別の名前なのか。 韓国で人気を博した。そうなんや。タワーオブアイオン。それ知らんな。タワーオブアイオンっていうのや。全然名前ちゃうか、そら出てこんわな。タワーオブアイオン。とは。完全にもう PC 専門だ。
The Boys and Girls Club of America allows more than 4 million children annually the chance to realize their dreams, both on and off the field.
First offering on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. The 1-0 is a slider taken for a ball. Now.
Great AB.
High line.
Really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this.
And that misses for ball four. The leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth.
Well, he loses them there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits. So his command has been pretty solid so far.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. He reached on a single in his first try.
そういうことか。
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch, you could get super greedy right down the middle.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0 and 2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
Altuve aboard here at first with nobody out. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Here's Michael Brantley. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame.
なんとか抑えれるかどうか。
And it's fouled away. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Great job right there. Scrambling a nasty breaking ball.
Another 1-2 delivery. Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
Up next for the Astros, the first baseman.
Digging in, Yuli Gurriel. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. First and second now, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a liner, but foul.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Ripped on the
よっしゃー、かのかい。取れんか、あれ。
And they will hold that runner over at third as they'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Hey, he did an amazing job just to be able to get wood on this baseball and drive it through the infield. And that pitch was executed perfectly. Breaking ball down below the zone. Nice job right there.
In now, Tyler White. She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into
これはやばいぞ。
strikeout him in his first try.
乗り越えれる
Here's the
か。
pitch. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike.
This guy has been thrown
今のよう入ったの。
That's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he
よっしゃ。
wants and get back in the count.
They get the force at the
よ
plate.
っしゃ、終わ
Relay
っ
to
た。
first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this.
いやー、耐えたらなんとか。
He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
The first baseman, Andrew Romine.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one. Now the 0-1. Fouled away. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
The second baseman.
No doubt,
Cesar
Matty. He's one of my favorites,
Hernandez.
mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. check swing and a quick appeal down to third, but Darryl Parker says he did not go around. It's ball one. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. And a slider's in the dirt. Lays off it for a ball.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The seventh pitch coming up. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Pretty sure there wasn't any ill will behind that pitch considering the strike zone. Just got away from him from what I could tell.
The 3-2 pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball four.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. He's set, and the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
ほんまにそういうあれなんか。そういう設定と思ったらほんまにそういうあれなんや。
Hernandez leads off first with one away. Pitch to the pitch is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. On its way is pitch number 75, and he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike two.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
A swing and a drive shot down toward the gap. Brantley going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall at left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of here.
Framber Valdez is going to have his work cut out for him here. Two runners in scoring position, so he'll try to leave them right where they are. Up next will be Nick Williams, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 for him to this point. chopped toward the second baseman. Altuve charging in on it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings one home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
Now in the box, Drew Butera will try to put in that second run of the inning from third with 2 down. He's set. Here it comes. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece.
すごいな、この再生回数5億いってんの。需要はあるんだね、やっぱ。
The 2-0. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. From the belt, kicks and deals. And it misses. 3-1 now. Men on third with 2 down. And that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. That's ball 4. Here's Andrew McCutcheon now, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. 1-1 McCutcheon.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
He takes the changeup the other way.
これわかんない。
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 3 and the Astros nothing.
またばらまいとるな、これ何してんや、これ。またばらまきか。誰がやってんの、これ。相変わらずこういうのおるよな。どんだけ羽振りええねん、これ。
But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Leading off for the Astros.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Swinging a ball down the right field line. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 326 sign in right. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Looking at this, you know he had to be sitting on that pitch because he jumped all over it. Tried to keep him off balance with the old Uncle Charlie, and he was having none of that. Not a bad pitch. He was just waiting for it and blasted a leadoff double.
plate, Robinson Chirinos looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to throw that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Reddick stands at second with no outs. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball for the first down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch and strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard.
だいぶちょっと止まっとったな。今も7、8ぐらいいっとかなあかんやろけど。愛用に手が止まってもったら。かといってここでやめてもまたやらなあかんからな。微妙なとこやな。5回で中断するか。
If you're on the mound right there and you're getting a swing at a breaking ball off the plate, do not be shocked if he's tucked something up on this guy's chin hot right here. And a fastball swung out and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
First offering on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Oh, had a hanger that time, but missed it. 1-2.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
Set to deal on 2-2. Takes this right. That's in there. Base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base. Even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
この回でやめとこうかじゃあ。鈴木は6回からな。また。
I'm actually surprised. I know that ball was hit on the line. Surprised the third base coach held him with 2 outs.
And their runners at the corners now. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
スタミナがやばいな。あれほんま打ちにくそうやな。よっしゃ、耐えた。なんやかんやこれ1時間経ってもこれがちょっとかかりすぎやな。5回で1時間って。止まってる時間がいかに長かったかや。
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said that although they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, they have made the opposing pitching work really hard for just about every out. Their starter's pitch count was pretty high, which resulted in him being removed from the game prior to the 6th inning. Now it's a matter of making their bullpen work just as hard, guys.
さあ、ちょっとここで止めとこう。